Now I'm sort of filling in a little bit of time, and I've got to wait for somebody to do something, and I just popped into Wat Tyler Country Park down in Pitsea, Essex, a little bit up the road from Benfleet. But being the school holidays, the miniature railway is running. There's the locomotive, sat behind it is a train loaded with noisy children. And you can see the track. I'm sure it's going to move shortly. Now, Wat Tyler Country Park is on the site of the old council depot, which itself is on the site of, well, originally it was just sort of open space, but it had been part of Kynox explosive work. I say Kynox, Kinox. I'll leave the jury to decide that one. Kynochs. And down here in Wat Tyler there was a facility for the storage of military stores, explosives, things like that. And after the end of the Second World War, when all that sort of thing was no longer needed, it just became a sort of derelict space that the council used for storing things, but no longer needed for that. So it's now a country park, and it now has a railway. It's actually had this railway for some time, but I don't come down here very often. It's always good to look at a map. And there's a map of where we are here at Wat Tyler Country Park. Now, apparently we're here, and when you look around you can see these funny sorts of shapes. Now, being a place for storing explosives, there were lots of sort of blast walls, so that if one of the explosives went bang, they didn't all go bang. That was the idea anyway. What we see down at the bottom is Vange Creek and Timberman's Creek. They actually join up. A bit windy here, isn't it? They join up to the River Thames, and you can get in a boat here and you can work your way around to Benfleet, where I shoot a lot of my films, or Leigh-on-Sea. We're not going to do that today. I'm just going to go for a bit of breath of fresh air down to the river. Well, there's an interesting thing to do with willows. Grow them up, bend them over, and make a walk-through arch. And I guess that you can weave it all in together, and yeah. Anyone got any willow trees? Now, when it was a depot, there was an awful lot of strange sort of buildings. I don't know what they were, offices I guess, and they've all been used for various modern uses, you know, compatible with it being a country park. You know, old buildings, maintained. I wouldn't say preserved, I'd say maintained and used, and that's all to the good. One of the features of the park is some relocated buildings. These were various properties that were being demolished in the rest of Essex, various places that were taken apart and brought here and re-erected. So, you know, some historic sort of buildings. I can't help thinking when they put them back up, they put them up very, very square. You know, These were ramshackle buildings that were ready for demolition, and it looks more like they restored them when they put them back up.